As India moves towards the ambitious vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, one thing is clear. हर समुदाय तक सुलभ और समान स्वास्थ्य सेवाएं पहुंचाना हमारी सबसे बड़ी प्राथमिकताओं में से एक है। कम्युनिटी हेल्थ इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट हॉस्पिटल्स एंड मेडिसिन। ये सैनिटेशन, पोषण, स्वच्छ पानी, रहन सहन और मानसिक स्वास्थ्य जैसी कई सामाजिक पहलुओं से भी जुड़ा हुआ है। Bridging the rural-urban healthcare divide, breaking the stigma around mental health, and building strong primary healthcare systems. These are just not challenges, but opportunities to transform India's health landscape. इसी पर चर्चा करने के लिए हमारे साथ एक बेहद ही खास पैनल डॉक्टर सुनीला गर्ग, फॉर्मर डायरेक्टर प्रोफेसर कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन मौलाना आजाद मेडिकल कॉलेज एंड हॉस्पिटल, डॉक्टर धनंजय सागदेव, चीफ मेडिकल ऑफिसर स्वामी विवेकानंद मेडिकल मिशन, और डॉक्टर संजय राय, प्रोफेसर सेंटर फॉर कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन एम्स। आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत, अ वार्म वेलकम टू दिस प्लेटफॉर्म। Dr. Sagdev, let me start with you. You have been a living example and leading by example that community health care has to be one's priority. Tell us about your journey. What made you do what you're doing right now?
Warm. Thank you very much, NDTV. I am associated with NDTV's Banega Swasth India. So with this aim of NDTV, we are also working in Wayanad with Swami Vivekananda Medical Mission for last 50 years. I went there in 1980. You can imagine the situation of a tribal area 50 years ago. When I went there, absolutely there was no facilities for education, no health facilities, and basically Wayanad is a tribal area, and 80%, 20% of this population is living in deep forests. At that time, because there is no communication facilities, they were detached from the mainstream. So there was the main difficulty when we started a small clinic for our betterment of health of tribals. When there are two problems. When I went there, actually we cannot go to the tribal villages also, and there was accessibility with them, and then no, they will not allow the foreigners or outsiders to come to their colonies. They will not trust outsiders, and then they were on for medicines also. They were not ready to take medicines also. So all these challenges were there. So we had to find out ways and means to see that we get access to them. They feel that we are one among them. They have got trust, believe in us. So we gradually started visiting their tribal villages. Then we found out that so many problems are there. So gradually we found out what can be done. And in last over 50 years, we have formulated one program. We thought that we should have a total development program for our Vanvasi brethren. So we have developed 5-point program on
Right.
Swasthya, Shikshan, Sanskar, Samajik and Swawalamban. On these 5 program points, we are doing so many activities that I will tell afterwards.
Right. So you are leading by example. Dr. Garg, Dr. Sagdev is leading by example. He took that initiative. बट आपको लगता है जो हेल्थ केयर सर्विसेज हैं ग्रामीण और अर्बन क्षेत्रों के, उसका जो डिवाइड है, उसका जो डिफरेंस है, जो अंतर है, क्या वो कम हुआ है, वाकई नैरो हुआ है क्या ये डिवाइड?
I think thank you so much for a very important question. Like Dr. pointed out, I also have my foundation from rural area. I did my MBBS and MD from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences, Sevagram, right, which is a rural medical college, and did my MD in 82. And at that time, then the health minister, Dr. Sushil Nair, was my guide also. So, and all now I can say from the government's perspective, lot of initiatives from ICMR's perspective, they are being focused towards rural areas, tribal areas and all that. Now coming to your question that we have got now nearing, 1,60,000 Ayushman Arogya Mandirs which are functional, right? And they have come out of where? They've come out of sub-centers and also primary health centers, right? So, and we have got, basically not only, I'll say that there is presence of infrastructure over there, there are, since we are, I'll say that we are 146 crore people. It's not easy. Divided over 36, states and union territories. Definitely there's a challenge. We are still coming up a big way. I will still say, but we have made a lot of progress in the direction of Viksit Bharat in terms of Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, that having, above them we have got, that means comprising of our sub-centers, primary health centers, and above that we have got community health centers, and then sub-district and district hospitals. And plus, we cannot underscore the importance of private infrastructure. Definitely it is less. We do have a skewed distribution, definitely, and I don't blame people will say that doctors jaake urban areas mein rehte, kyun rehte hain basically? So because, you see, it's not only they themselves, but it's their families also. Very few will be like Dr. Abhay Bang and Rani Bang, because they have been very close colleagues of mine. Rani was my registrar, and they're working in tribal areas. Their children are there. So that kind of zeal, gradually it is coming. And I'll say many of my colleagues, they go and do the internship over there. But definitely, when we look at PM Abhim, that is Prime Minister's, healthcare infrastructure mission, or when we look at the service delivery, we are focusing on Ashas, Anganwadi workers, ANMs. Along with that, we have created a cadre of community health officer, which is, a BSc nurse, and which has been, now, earlier we had a 6 months training separate for her, and those of you who are not aware of that, BSc nursing itself is now incorporating this course of community health officer. So in terms of capacity building, leadership governance, system strengthening, all are priorities for Viksit Bharat. So that is where we are moving in this direction. It will take time. We never heard of earlier talking of telemedicine and all that. Now we are talking of telehealth, telemedicine, which are important. So these things are a step towards Viksit Bharat, and we are moving in that direction. Thank you.
Right. Dr. Rai, talking about solutions, we are still living in India where clean drinking water is still not a guarantee. Basic sanitation is one of the challenges. So how do we fix these basic issues before we talk about community health centers reaching the people who are living far and wide?
I will start with first
Right.
the gap between the
Urban and the rural.
urban and rural, and then definitely to the sanitation and other. See, no doubt this gap is narrowing down. But still, if you see any health indicator, either infant mortality rate, under 5 mortality rate, life expectancy at birth, all are lower, still lower in the rural area. But it's not only rural, urban. Even in urban, if you compare urban poor, there are some pockets in urban area. And if you compare these urban poor with the rural population, then all these indicators are worst in these population.
The urban
so
poor.
urban poor.
Yeah.
So it's a three stage: urban poor, and rural. And the gap is definitely there. One of the main reason of this gap is accessibility is the main issue. If you see the doctor population ratio, it's more in the urban area. Then there are social determinants, social factors are responsible for this. Even in this country, if you compare the various health indicators in the same city, for the different population, it's different. So there are many social issues. They are playing important role. Coming to the next question related to this sanitation and also your
Clean drinking water.
Clean drinking water. Even forget about rural area. Even in the urban area, we are facing problem. It's very difficult to tackle this problem. Somehow sanitation is not up to mark. although the Pradhan Mantri started this Swachh Bharat mission long back when first time he came in the power in 2014 on 2nd October 2014. प्रधानमंत्री ने स्टार्ट किया था इसको with ambition that we will make this India completely this free from what we call open fieldification. That was a 5-year target, but still we are struggling. So there are many issues, and all these are. It's not a medical issue.
Right.
Mainly ये social issues हैं. So these are the social issues. They are playing the important role. Education is one of them. Even a government is providing some basic facility, but many are not assessing that facility. So clean water is a problem. How to address this issue? Already this government has started one more program to provide clean drinking water to each and every individual of this country. But really, that program is still not up to mark.
Right.
So the basic sanitation, drinking water, if you see the prevalence of waterborne diseases, typhoid, cholera, many waterborne diseases, even your we controlled polio.
Bilkul.
Polio is also waterborne disease. So still the incidence and of these diseases are very high in this country. So we are unable to make sufficient dent on these diseases, and mainly because of the
These issues which need to be
Yeah.
tackled, which you think is a big
Definitely.
social issue which needs to be tackled at a very
These are
big
the mainly
बिल्कुल,
social issues.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
Yeah.
ये सोशल इश्यूज है. डॉक्टर सागदेव, क्योंकि आप उन इलाकों में काम करते हैं, इसलिए इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर मी टू आस्क यू दैट क्या हम आदिवासी और दूर दराज के इलाकों की स्वास्थ्य जरूरतों को एक देश एक समाधान से हल कर सकते हैं, और वी नीड रीजनल पॉलिसीज और स्पेसिफिक पॉलिसीज एरिया वाइज?
यस, दैट इज द मेन इशू. जब हम पॉलिसी बनाते हैं तो यानी बोलना ना चाहिए दिल्ली में बैठ के जो दे आर नॉट विजिटेड दी एक्चुअली रूरल और ट्राइबल एरियाज, व्हाट आर दी बेसिक डिफिकल्टीज. सो हमारा जो मानना है कि जो पॉलिसी जब बनती है तो लोकल एरिया में और जो ट्राइबल्स के जो स्पेशल कल्चर है, उनके जो बिलीफ्स है, उनको विचार करके उनको जो समझ में आएगा उस तरफ से यदि बात करते हैं. इसके लिए हमने जो हमारी स्वास्थ्य मित्र स्कीम है, हेल्थ वर्कर, सो बेसिकली एवरी कॉलोनी और ट्राइबल एरिया में यदि हम अच्छे हेल्थ वर्कर करते हैं, उनको ट्रेनिंग देके दे लुक आफ्टर देयर नीड्स ऑफ द हेल्थ, देन if we say ASHA workers also government machinery, they should be sensitized that because just because there is tribal and non-tribal divide actually in fact in our country, and tribals are looked down that they are not equals with tribes. So non-tribe health workers also tend not to look after the tribal areas properly. So जब policy बनाते हैं तो जो sensitization of the health workers है and creation of health infrastructure with the special needs of the remote areas should be there. What we are doing, these 3 types is there. Solution I am just telling. One is the Swasthya Mitra who looks after the tribal colony.
Right.
Next is we have started this clinic on wheels and with telemedicine. So it takes health professionals, and then if for specialty care, the telemedicine unit works with the health Swasthya Mitra with the specialist in our hospital. So that solves the problem of specialty care. Third will be taking the patients to the hospital, because many times the tribals or this so many rural areas, there is communication gap, transport problem. So ambulance care is most important. So many times in Wayanad also, the tribal pregnant ladies, they get delivered in their colonies itself or in vehicles before reaching the hospital. So transporting the patient to the hospital is most important. Then getting the good health care for them in the hospitals also, because they are not aware what is available. Then socio-economic problems. So all this should be the policy, holistic approach, so that the health problems of rural and tribal
So you're
areas
saying
are
that
solved.
we have to be very region specific and area specific, and that's the way to tackle the issues which are around the interiors of the country. And you are saying that sitting in Delhi, we can't be making policies for
Yes.
the interiors of India.
Yes.
Dr. Garg, जो अच्छा कम्युनिटी हेल्थ का एक बेसिस है, जहाँ हमने बात की क्लीन ड्रिंकिंग वाटर की, वी स्पोक अबाउट सैनिटेशन, द अदर एस्पेक्ट इज न्यूट्रिशन. यू नो, that has to be the basis for a healthier India. And what do you see, the nutrition programs, what are the challenges we are facing on that front?
Yeah, before this, I'd like to talk a little
Right.
bit about the tribal population because I've been associated with 4 major this thing. One is AIMS Devghar, where, you know, we do have substantial portion of tribal population, and it is also known as Center of Excellence. And why it is a Center of Excellence? Because it is dealing with that kind of population.
Right.
And, you know, understanding that population. The second part is, you know, second Center of Excellence is AIMS Jodhpur, where, you know, again, you know, the focus of the government now is, and also all of us, because most of us, we come from the community medicine background.
Right.
Now we don't talk about top-down approach, we are also talking about bottom-up approach. So we are doing micro-planning and all that, and we are encouraging our workers. It is not like earlier times that you go for sterilization, do that much number of sterilization and all that. And the third project, Doctor, which we are dealing is with regard to, you know, preconceptional care in tribal population. तो हमने क्या realize करा, conception तो तब होगी जब हमें वहाँ के marital norms मालूम होंगे, वहाँ marriage होती है, कब होती है. So that is how, you know, they are working with the district health authorities, the National Institute of Reproductive Health, you know, in Mumbai, that is also working. And then plus another is AIMS Gorakhpur, where, you know, now focus is on tribal population, understanding their needs, and accordingly, we are also posting our Indian medical graduates now, which are about 100,000 in number. We cannot give the same, you know, exposure to all of them, but that part is important. Coming to the second part, you know, when you talk about malnutrition, you see, nutrition is the backbone of country's development. When we talk about malnutrition, we are not talking about only acute malnutrition. We talk on chronic malnutrition. We talk on acute and on chronic malnutrition. And now, you know, we have got different, you know, kind of initiatives. Like from Poshan 1, we have moved to Poshan 2. And we are seeing that, and we are also focusing basically on the, you know, the challenges are very big. Let me tell you that it is not so very easy that what we talk about, you know, the availability of food, we tell our Anganwadi workers to provide food and all. Substantial proportion, you know, our NFHS data also brought out, you know, that we do have high you know, number of children with malnutrition. So we have to take care of that. Again, we did the reassessment and all that. But problem is that the malnutrition does exist. But how, you know, basically that's where, and we are not talking about acute, we are talking about severe malnutrition, SAM, where we are talking about. So that is where, you know, different initiatives have to be implemented in true spirit. That part is very important, and this is where Anganwadi workers alone cannot do a job. It is basically the education of the family, because one part, you know, it is supplementary nutrition can be done by, you know, the ICDS scheme and all that, but important is the empowerment of the families, their education, because we cannot say that you take nutrition and rest of the family shares it, you know.
Right.
And we started giving this in the Anganwadi itself, but you see, we cannot, looking at the diversity and the, as again I said, looking at the population and looking at the huge number of population. The work is challenging, and it all falls upon, I'll say, one Anganwadi worker. When we say about 1,000 population, and in practice they look after, some of the Anganwadis are looking after much more population.
Yeah.
So it is education, it is, again I will say, not only health or education or ICDS, together we have to work more in this direction, and this is where our Panchayati Raj institutions and all together have
They
to
can
we-
play an
we
important
have to
role in
play a ve-
implement.
We have to play
जी,
a very important education of our school children.
जी.
That how, it is very important,
Right.
so we had created polio Unmulan Sela, to take care of polio.
Right.
Similarly, we talked during COVID times, involve children and all that, Education of children is also very important. Family education
So you're
is
saying
important.
implementation,
Yes.
awareness. You wanted to add something, Dr. Sakdev,
Yeah,
before I go to
Dr.
Dr. Rai. Ji.
Malnutrition actually really is a very big problem, a major problem. And it is not only nutrition problem, it is a socio-economic problem. Because most of these malnourished are women and children. The matter of fact is that the male people, they will go work, earn money and spend their money on alcohol and drugs. And they don't look after their families. And the women, they will work, they will earn something and look after herself and her children. Because of ignorance, they will take only some rice or something. So both ways, socio-economically, they don't know what to take. There is no availability and support from the male members. And children also, whatever is available, because there is absence of knowledge of what to take. So actually good natural, actually it is available in Wayanad or rural areas, but they will take only rice or something. So the solution is that awareness, and then now in schools also, in our schools, we are doing this midday meal, and daily we are, so that it is both way, incentive to, because education, there is another problem, dropouts of tribal children and not continuing their education. So giving food, healthy food in the lunchtime, there is actually one scheme, morning breakfast we are giving,
Ji.
lunch also we are giving,
Ji.
evening snacks also giving. So that is an incentive, giving good food and incentive for studies also.
Study and food, they go together.
Yes.
And that's the way forward. अब इस पैनल डिस्कशन से पहले डॉक्टर राय हमने जो दूसरा पैनल डिस्कशन किया वो मेंटल हेल्थ पर था एंड इट वाज लाइक डिस्कस दैट प्राइवेट सेक्टर तो छोड़ दीजिए पब्लिक सेक्टर में सरकारी पहल में बहुत कुछ काम हो रहा है मानसिक स्वास्थ्य को लेकर ऐसे में क्या ये डिवाइड आपको वाकई कम लग रहा है और इसकी प्राथमिकताएं हैं क्या कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सर्विस की जब हम बात करते हैं तो मेंटल हेल्थ उसमें कहाँ ठहरता है
See, mental health is a really big issue, even in this country. There are few indicators. There are few direct indicators, few indirect indicators. Direct indicators like your overall depression, anxiety in the community, so prevalence of these problems. So there are very few direct indicators. There are indirect indicators like suicide rate. This is a mental condition which ultimately lead to suicide. Homicide rates. Alcoholism, drug addiction, all these are mental issues. We have a national program to tackle these mental issues. So definitely it's a big challenge. Majority of us are aware, many our farmers, last year if you see, more than 2,000 farmers, they committed suicide. So,
yes, right.
So suicide is one of the issues. Ultimately, agar, it's a status of your depression. This is the last stage. So you are unable to cope up with that problem and then taking this step. So definitely mental health का issue है. Government उसके लिए कोशिश कर रही है, but उसके लिए जो है थोड़ा सा again social responsibility भी लेनी पड़े. Community को participate करना पड़ेगा. So community participation is one of the important issue in all the national health programs. It's a hardly matter. It's a top-down approach or bottom-up approach. Now, under our current national health policy, government released it in 2017. Almost all programs are now bottom-up approach.
Right.
So not from the top, they are making all these national health programs and going down. No, all the community level worker, they are preparing a program for themselves and then to the district, to state, and then finally to the center. So almost all in all national programs, this is the current approach. But definitely it's a mental health issue is a big issue.
Bilkul, and a lot needs to be done on that front
Definitely.
too. Right. The other aspect around community health services and its programs are women. the basis of forming those policies and program is around women. स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं तक महिलाओं की पहुंच में कौन कौन सी चुनौतियां इस वक्त हैं और जो अर्बन पुअर हैं और ग्रामीण इलाकों की महिलाएं हैं उन तक पहुंचने में सेवाएं कितनी अभी तक समर्थ हो पाई?
Again, I'll say thank you for asking this question because gender-based issues, when we call it as gender-based issues, it's a big challenge still. क्योंकि आज भी अगर हम बात करें तो भारत एक पुरुष प्रधान देश है. हमारे यहाँ अगर हम डिसीजन मेकिंग की बात करें, डिफरेंट स्टेट्स हैं हमारी and they're very different in their decision making, whether it is related to health, whether it is related to food intake, whether it is related to their common illnesses. जैसे हम reproductive illnesses की बात करें, वो कहेंगे अस्पताल क्यों जाना, क्योंकि डिस्चार्ज एक बहुत कॉमन सिम्टम है. किसके लिए? इसके लिए एवरी वुमन हैज अ डिस्चार्ज, सो आई हैव अ डिस्चार्ज. व्हाट इज द बिग प्रॉब्लम? Because and they are not able to understand, so communities are also not able to understand, families are not able to understand. That is the first thing. The second part is that, they, not only husbands, it's the family which makes the decision for them. So, everyone learns from that, okay, I also had a, delivery at home. What is the problem? So initially we had that challenges. So we thought of bringing out this Janani Suraksha Yojana and all that. But woman empowerment is one of the major issues. And when Dr. Sanjay was discussing about mental health issues in women, you'll see they are so much undisclosed. So that is where that important thing is also very much in place, and we cannot ignore that whole issue. And we see that, now what surfaces is that that many students going to a particular state for engineering are committing suicide, or we see high rate of, anxious children, So all these things have started coming up early. But important is that and if you will see our Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, one of our major things which we have been doing from the beginning was only women and child health services. Now we have added to them 10 health services, which includes mental health also. But being gender sensitive is very important, number one. Providing accessible services. Accessible services means not only care part, preventive, promotive and curative. That is very important. Regulating the family size is very, very important. Taking care of their nutrition. It's usually seen that she's still the last eater in the family. So that part is very important. And I'll say to all my women friends who are sitting over here, that be sensitive to the needs of the women. It's not, if we are not sensitive, men are not going to be sensitive. We have to see that how we can support each other. Please, we do not forget, that there are basic needs. Still, when a woman, she's working, it's a dual load. Right. She goes back home, whatever position she is, there is a house responsibility which is weighing upon her. So, somewhere we have to see that we are gender sensitive, we are gender friendly, and our services, when we talk of flexi hours and all that, that part is very important. She is able to make decisions which has to be understood, and that will only come when we talk and when we provide, that kind of information on a regular basis.
That kind of environment for them to keep talking about it and keep talking about themselves, right? We're coming towards the end of this discussion, and my question to all three of you, since you all are experts in this field, in the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, since we are talking about solutions, क्या हो सकते हैं, समाधान क्या है community health service सब तक पहुँचे और हर एक इंसान तक पहुँचे जो कतार में आखिरी खड़ा है. How do we build a health system that is inclusive, preventive and truly community centric? Dr. Sagdev, we start with you.
When we say it is a Viksit Bharat 2047, it should be all inclusive, and it should be a holistic approach, and for betterment of health of our everybody, we should have comprehensive health policies so that it reaches everybody, includes local communities, taken into their cultural beliefs, and it is helpful to them and to the society, so that just what our Prime Minister is saying, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, so that we can develop together. Dr.
Roy, एक प्राथमिकता जो जरूरी है इस वक्त.
See, in our country, we have three-tier healthcare delivery system, primary, secondary, and tertiary. Strengthening primary healthcare system is the single most important factor for this Viksit Bharat 2047, and this should be the objective of the government of
प्राइमरी
India.
हेल्थ सेंटर को और ज्यादा मजबूत बनाने की जरूरत है।
बिल्कुल, प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर को जितनी हम स्ट्रेंथन करेंगे, टर्सरी केयर पे लोड कम होगा, वी कैन मैनेज। हमने कोविड के समय देखा रूरल एरिया में अगर हम वहीं पे सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर सकते थे, सो डेथ कम होगी। सो स्ट्रेंथनिंग प्राइमरी हेल्थ
should be the priority right
फर्स्ट, एंड द सेकेंड वन इज प्रॉपर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द आवर प्रोग्राम। वी हैव वेरी गुड प्रोग्राम्स, चाहे वो टीवी कंट्रोल हो, HIV एड्स कंट्रोल हो, मलेरिया हो, ऑल दिस, ए प्रॉपर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द नेशनल हेल्थ प्रोग्राम। द पॉलिसी आर वेरी गुड,
But
all the
implementation
policy.
की जरूरत
The
है।
issue is problem is
Dr.
in
Kar.
implementation.
So, we all know that there is something known as National Health System Resource Center. So, what Dr. Sanjay pointed out, so comprehensive primary health care, in true spirit, we should be implementing all the 12 task forces, and nobody talks about, palliative care. So, with the increase in life expectancy, we need to see that. The second part is that when we also, I think many of you would not be aware, recently, about 15 days back, there was a meeting in the ministry regarding strengthening of our community health centers. Community health center is the first place where presence of specialists is there.
Right.
Why we need to provide emergency obstetric care, the presence of availability of blood, but they are now also going to look after trauma care also. That part is important.
Right.
So, सबका साथ सबका विकास ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. We need to be inclusive and we need to take everyone with us. And now the last mile has become first mile. So that should be our approach. Thank you.
सबका साथ सबका विकास तभी संभव है जब कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सर्विस सेंटर स्टेज ले। बहुत शुक्रिया आप सभी लोगों का। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर joining this panel discussion. We end our session here. So before we end our day, a big thank you to the audience, our panelists, and our sponsors. Let me take this opportunity to thank our sponsors who made this summit possible. NDTV India Health Mission Season 2 is presented by Fortis Healthcare, co-powered by Takeda Pharmaceuticals, nutrition partner Herbalife, supporting partners Norton Das Realty, and IDFC First Bank, associate partner Shellcal 500. Thank you so much, and thank you for taking out time for this very important discussion throughout the day. Thank you. Thank you.